Forget avocado. This nut builds muscle and kills sarcopenia. Many people focus on eating protein to build muscle, but forget one crucial thing: healthy fats. Without enough fat in your diet, your body won't grow muscle efficiently or burn fat properly. Here's what most don't realize. Your body actually prefers fat as a fuel source over carbs. Fat provides over twice the energy per gram compared to carbs or protein, 9 calories versus 4. Instead of being the enemy, fat is essential for energy, hormone balance, and recovery. Unfortunately, years of misinformation have made people fear fat. That's why many older adults choose low-fat products, thinking they're healthier. But when companies remove fat, they often add harmful ingredients like sugar, artificial sweeteners, and additives to bring back the flavor. Ingredients that damage gut health, increase inflammation, and slow down your progress. In this video, I'll share 2 nuts that contain more healthy fats than an avocado. First, a common nut you'll find in most stores. Then, the top nut with up to 8 times more fat than avocado. I'll also warn you about 3 unhealthy fat sources you should avoid completely. Let's get started. 1. Pecans. An underrated yet powerful source of healthy fats. But before diving into their benefits, it's important to understand the different types of dietary fat. While many people have been led to believe that all fat is bad, that's simply not true. There are 4 main types of fat, and the real danger comes from trans fats, highly processed artificial fats commonly found in packaged and fast foods. These are harmful to your health and should be avoided completely. Saturated fats, however, are often misunderstood. Research supports these claims. A 2023 study showed that older adults who regularly consumed tree nuts, such as pecans, experienced increased muscle strength and reduced inflammation. The study highlighted how the combination of healthy fats, plant-based protein, and key micronutrients in nuts like pecans supported muscle recovery and protein synthesis, particularly in adults over 60. Adding pecans to your meals is simple and delicious. For breakfast, you can make a pecan-crusted omelet by whisking 3 eggs with a splash of heavy cream, salt, and pepper. Heat a bit of animal fat like beef tallow in a skillet, pour in the egg mixture, and after it starts to set, sprinkle in a 1/4 cup of chopped pecans, some shredded sharp cheddar, and fresh spinach. For lunch, build a salad with leafy greens like arugula and spinach. Add grilled chicken thighs, which contain more healthy fat than breast, sliced cherry tomatoes, cucumber, crumbled blue cheese, and a handful of toasted pecans. Toasting the pecans takes just a few minutes in a dry skillet until they become golden and fragrant. Finish with a simple dressing made from olive oil, apple cider vinegar, garlic, salt, and pepper. For dinner, try a pecan-crusted salmon fillet. Pat a 6-ounce fillet dry, season with salt and pepper. Then press a layer of chopped pecans onto one side. It contains fewer carbs, more manganese, and unique plant compounds that help regulate hormones. The second powerhouse nut for supporting muscle growth and overall health is the macadamia nut. With roughly 76 grams of fat per 100 grams, macadamias are among the highest fat nuts available. And yes, fat absolutely matters when it comes to body composition. One of the first signs you may not be getting enough healthy fat is dry, brittle hair. Healthy fats are essential for strong, shiny hair that doesn't thin or break easily. Another common issue is dry, itchy skin. On top of that, low-fat diets can increase inflammation and joint pain, whereas healthy fats have anti-inflammatory effects that help ease stiffness and support mobility. If your body is dealing with poor skin, aching joints, and brain fog, it's simply not in a position to build muscle efficiently. In fact, a 2022 study found that older adults who ate macadamia nuts daily for 12 weeks experienced improved muscle strength, reduced inflammation, and better insulin sensitivity. The researchers pointed out that the monounsaturated fats and plant sterols in macadamias supported hormone balance and enhanced muscle protein synthesis, especially in adults over 65. For breakfast, try a creamy smoothie by blending 2 tablespoons of macadamia nut butter with a scoop of vanilla protein powder, half a frozen banana, a cup of full-fat coconut milk, a handful of spinach, and a tablespoon of ground flaxseed. Blend until smooth. For lunch, make macadamia-crusted chicken thighs. Pat dry 2 bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs and season them with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Chop about 1/3 cup of macadamias and press them onto the skin side to form a crust. Heat beef tallow in a skillet over medium-high heat, place the chicken skin side down, and sear for 6 minutes until golden. Flip, reduce the heat, and cook another 8 to 10 minutes until done. Serve with roasted asparagus and a drizzle of olive oil. For dinner, prepare a protein-rich pasta using chickpea or lentil-based noodles. While the pasta cooks, make a fresh pesto by blending a cup of basil, half a cup of macadamia nuts, 2 garlic cloves, half a cup of grated Parmesan, and about 1/3 cup of olive oil until smooth. Toss the drained pasta with the pesto and top with grilled shrimp or sliced steak for a hearty, nutrient-rich meal. In the next section, we'll reveal exactly what these harmful fats are and why they need to be eliminated from your diet immediately if you're serious about building strength and staying healthy. The first unhealthy fat to be aware of is cottonseed oil. When it comes to fats, some can support your health and others can do serious harm. The most dangerous ones are the highly processed industrial fats. For thousands of years, people thrived on traditional fats like olive oil, coconut oil, butter, and beef tallow. These fats came from natural sources, pressed directly from olives, extracted from coconut meat, or rendered from quality animal fat. They were simple, minimally processed, and nutrient-rich. However, everything changed in the early 1900s with the rise of industrial seed oils. It became possible to extract oil from tough seeds like cottonseed using extreme heat and harsh chemical solvents, including petroleum-based chemicals like hexane. The problem is that this process destroys the integrity of the oil. The intense heat and chemical treatment oxidize the fats, turning them rancid before they ever reach your plate. These oxidized fats are highly inflammatory and harmful when consumed. Yet they're everywhere. Most fried foods at restaurants, French fries, chicken, onion rings, fish, are cooked in cottonseed oil or similar seed oils. A study from 2021 looked at the effects of different dietary fats on muscle health in older adults. It found that seniors who consumed large amounts of omega-6 rich seed oils like soybean, cottonseed, and corn oil had significantly higher levels of inflammation and lower rates of muscle protein synthesis. These individuals experienced greater muscle breakdown and were more likely to suffer from age-related muscle loss, also known as sarcopenia. In contrast, those who stuck with traditional fats such as olive oil and animal-based fats had better muscle retention, reduced inflammation, and improved strength gains, especially when paired with resistance training. The second harmful fat you need to avoid is soybean oil. This type of fat is particularly damaging to your health, and here's why. Most soybean oil today comes from genetically modified crops, and the body often treats these modified fats as foreign substances. Unlike natural fats, your system doesn't know how to properly process them. Instead of being used for energy or cell repair, these unnatural fats are stored in body fat, especially around the abdomen, love handles, and other stubborn areas. In contrast, healthy fats, like those found in macadamia nuts, pecans, and other whole foods, are easily recognized by the body. They're metabolized efficiently, used to build cell membranes, support hormones, and fuel energy production. A study from 2020 explored the effects of different fat sources on body composition in older adults participating in resistance training. The results showed that individuals consuming large amounts of omega-6 rich seed oils, including soybean oil, developed more visceral fat and experienced lower rates of muscle protein synthesis. In contrast, those who replaced processed seed oils with healthier fat sources, such as olive oil, nuts, and omega-3 rich options, gained more lean muscle, lost belly fat, and improved their strength over a 16-week period. The research highlighted a clear conclusion. The type of fat you eat is just as important, if not more so, than how much. For anyone looking to maintain muscle and reduce unwanted fat as they age, prioritizing high-quality fats is essential. The third unhealthy fat source that often goes unnoticed is chocolate, specifically milk chocolate and low-percentage dark chocolate. While many believe chocolate is a healthy fat, this is only true for high-quality dark chocolate that's at least 85% cocoa. Anything lower, especially milk chocolate, is packed with sugar and offers little nutritional benefit. Unfortunately, truly dark chocolate is rare and often expensive, which leads many to settle for sugary alternatives that undermine their health goals. Sugar is particularly harmful for older adults trying to build muscle. It causes spikes in insulin that, over time, lead to insulin resistance. It fuels chronic inflammation, which interferes with muscle repair and recovery. Even more concerning, sugar can reduce testosterone levels and raise cortisol, your stress hormone, which breaks down muscle tissue. A 2019 study showed that seniors who consumed more sugar had less muscle mass, more body fat, and lower strength compared to those who limited their sugar intake. Take Margaret, for example, a 62-year-old who had been consistent with resistance training for months but wasn't seeing results. Turned out she was eating several squares of milk chocolate every night. After switching to 90% dark chocolate, she lost 7 pounds from her midsection and gained muscle tone within 8 weeks. The takeaway? Sugar-laden chocolate can quietly sabotage your progress. Swap it for true dark chocolate, and your body will thank you. If you've been unknowingly eating these harmful fats, it's time to make a change. I've put together a 30-day meal plan filled with over 90 recipes that support muscle growth and avoid all the harmful oils and sugar traps we've discussed. You'll find the link in the description. And don't miss tomorrow's video. It could change the way you approach muscle building forever. Subscribe so you don't miss it.